So what is the difference between the ego mind and brain? So a brain is attached to a form, to a human body form, as a animal form. We have a brain to think, to create, to interact, and all of that. So a brain is needed on this form. So without a brain, you cannot function in those matters on this plane called Earth. So a brain and a mind are two separate things. A mind is, let's say, an energy vibration, but it is the lowest energy vibration, which is a part of our conscious self that exists on this plane called Earth. One can call the ego mind like the devil, some people say, because it is really, or the serpent voice, some other people call it, because the ego mind is really what is not you, but what is a part of you. And on this plane, it exists to test us, to challenge us in life. So we reincarnate on this plane as consciousness within a form. We have a brain and we have our form to function and to feel the senses. So we can see, we can touch, we can hear, we can talk, we can eat, we can taste, we can touch. All of these senses we are able to use and experience. So this is the mystical and magical vibration existence of life. So as you are using this with your brain, you are able to walk, you are able to function, to talk, to think, to create, and all of that. But however, the ego mind is a separate entity that exists in the same plane. So it's like the ego is in your space as ego, existing as an energy, and within this energy exists a lot of thoughts. So limitless thoughts, and the most thoughts you are frequently using will come to visit you daily or at every moment. So if you have negative or low vibrating thoughts that you're used to interact with and have a dialogue with, because thoughts come into your vibration like, it's so boring, let's say. That thought tends to come a lot. It's so boring. And you interact and say, yes, it's boring. Oh my God, it's boring. What am I gonna do? So you start a dialogue with your mind. So the mind comes in a form of a thought, and you say, yes, thought, I wanna have a conversation with you. And it's like consciousness is having a conversation with the egoic mind. So it has a dialogue. And this dialogue can take forever. It can create many suffering from the mind, because the mind, as we know, can tell you you are ugly, you can't do anything, you are so dumb, you are fat, you are too skinny, you are too broke. It can make you feel like you are inferior. It can make you feel like you are superior. It can make you feel high, low, good, bad. That's the mind. That's its trick. So that's the mind. So the brain is used to think, to create, but the brain and the mind are two separate things, not the same thing. So as you are transcending the mind, you are purifying the thoughts that you have been using and identifying with for so long, that is becoming your like your host body. It's like the ego mind is becoming you, but that is not true, because you are consciousness. So the discovery of the self is discovering that you are a part of the mind, a part of the illusion. And that gives one such liberation, because as you know that you are not the thoughts, and that the thoughts are separate from you, you can start seeing the thoughts as an observant and not saying, this is me, this is my thoughts, I'm feeling this like this. Like one can say, I feel tired, or another can say, my body feels tired. So a body feeling tired is differently than I feeling tired, because tired is a sensation that comes and goes. It's not consistent. So it's the way that you are expressing yourself. So one can say, nothing good ever happens to me. And that's a statement that is deriving directly from the mind, because the self would never say nothing good will ever happen to me or is ever happening to me. So these are the things and the tools that in self-inquiry one will start to use. And as you start to observe the mind more and identifying less, you become More being, less mind. So more presence, less identity. And that's how you start to transform into the real self. So thank you very much for joining me today. Hopefully all of you like this video, and stay tuned for more videos. I love you guys very much. Peace and love into the heart, into your presence, and all around you. Love and light.